how have these benches made us £4 million? Welcome back to Preferred Joinery. So in this video we're going to show you the real workhorses of the factory, and that's the benches, not the lads, the benches. So they've been here since 1997, and someone mentioned in the YouTube comments, which is Ian, a very good subscriber, how good it would be to know the numbers of what they've actually gone through and the stories. So today we've crunched the numbers, we've worked it out, being very conservative over the years, and we worked out what they sort of made and which ones make the most. So in today I'm going to speak to the lads one to one, ask them about their stories on the benches, see what they think of them, and then we'll work out which one's got the best bench in terms of value and show you and talk to you about it. So yeah, let's see how we get on. But also in today I'm going to show you a couple of little updates of other bits that are going on. So good little episode, this one. So in the floor down here, the big job that's getting done behind me, you can see all the boxes getting painted now by Alfred. Now some of you may know Alfred from the Every Shade side of the business where we do the property. Again, for those who don't know, we not only just do joinery company like we do here, we've got a property company and a construction company, grab and aggregates company, and Alfred's come over from there just to give us a hand doing a little bit of priming and undercoating on these windows, based mainly on the boxes. But this same job, there's a load of sashes on the floor here. So these sashes are being made up, no boxes. So the existing boxes that are in the property are staying in. And the reason behind it is because the internal lining and all the decorative panels that are on the inside will cost too much to take off and replace, because as soon as you start messing with them all, they'll just all come apart. So the owner has asked to keep costs down, that the boxes stay in, the short of the ground floor ones, they stay in with all the linings and all the decorative panels, and then we just replace the sashes for new, which we've done. So them sashes that are sitting there now are the last ones to get knocked off for that job. And again, we've used our new glue. Danny's just been telling me off camera then that he's sort of turning to liking it now, because it's going off a little bit quicker, a little bit easier to clean, and we're just trying to test it now to see if it's still strong. How this? Right over me. Perfect timing, isn't it? So yeah, as I say, they're all knocked up. Mike actually machined these, and Danny's just been saying to me how good the machining is. So he said I carried them down, made up, didn't he? Yeah, look at these, look what I've done. And to be fair to him, looking at his joints there, they're good. There's only one or two there with a little bit out, but you know, I'll let him off at that. Like even you look at them ones there, very minimal filler needed on them there, nice and tight. So I'm sure he'll be happy with them, and again, easier to clean down. So yeah, if you're looking at that thinking what is it in here, it's going with that same job. And let's say Alfred is now punching through, getting all these done, all the glasses are ordered now, coming in for that. Sashes are sitting there, Craig's just finishing off tidying them up, and then we're going to start glazing soon, and we'll start tying all these together. So our start to finish job that you're seeing as survey, make, start glazing, paint, is nearly ready now. So Glenn, our painter, is just in doing the last little bit of hand painting on this job now. As I say, custom wanted the hand painting finish, so just doing it now, last little touch-ups that he's going through doing, working through it, and then this is booked in now to get fitted a week today. So the next time me and Nara are together filming, we're going to go out to site and meet Dave, the fitter, and show you this getting fitted. So you'll have seen a full end-to-end process there, literally when we went out to survey, right through to being installed. As I say, nice customer property, you remember when we done it, and the ground floor is already done by us, we're just doing the top floor now. So once it's all in, that'll be a nice one to showcase once it's all finished as well. But I say, yeah, Glenn is just in now, working through, getting it all finished off on the painting side, which looks nice and neat. He's a very good painter, Glenn, and it's hard painting by hand, especially when you're doing the thin glazing bars without going too much on the glass. Very delicate you need to be, so by the looks of things, he's doing a nice job as always. So Richard's bench, yeah. So going through the bench of stories. Bench of stories, is it bench of stories? Here's some stories,
Story
isn't
of benches.
Story of benches.
Yeah.
How long do you reckon your bench has been here for now?
It's been here.
Did you make it?
Here. No, it was already here.
So it's probably...
I inherited this one.
So you've made no additions, no upgrades?
No, only like the sheets of MDF where you see like there's probably about 5 on there now.
Yeah.
So probably over the 20 years. I don't know how many sheets of MDF we've gone through on them.
Oh yeah, so to give a bench a facelift, that's what we do. We just literally take,
Well,
take the sheets off and put a new one on.
Yeah, but I mean, I do all my drawings on here, don't I? So they just sand theirs down when it gets a bit of glue on, paint on. Like, obviously, turn it around and do drawings each side.
So since you've been here, then how many years now? Over 20 years, isn't he?
21 years. Close.
You've only ever been on this bench, haven't you?
No, I used to be over there actually.
Did you?
Yeah. Me and Danny was talking too much.
Oh, so you got split up? Who's playing on Mike? Yeah, man.
But yeah.
So you got put here?
So I got put here, yeah.
Yeah. So this has seen, Richard's bench is probably the most highly valuable bench in the whole factory because the job goes out from this point onwards. So all the stairs, all the oak stairs get done here, all the doors, anything of specialty is done on here. I'd say, you know, the other benches all play a part, but Richard's being the main one. Any mistakes?
Just a bit noisy by the office though, innit, for them.
That's it, that's why we're doing it.
They haven't enjoyed it.
No.
But the office will be outdoor soon, won't it?
That's it, because we are moving that out, and I'd say next week we're getting delivery of the office container, so we are going to turn that into spray booth or painting booth. So all the windows that you see there getting hand painted now will start being painted in there. Less dust, better for us, more space. And it makes sense. So that person who commented on YouTube, nice one. And anyone else who watches and they think, why don't you do that? Let me know, because we'll do it. And it's decent. So yeah, so Richard's bench, I'd say, is very, very valuable. Even though, you know,
even though it looks a mess.
It's probably not level anymore, is it?
Probably not, no.
It's done about 1,000 stairs, hasn't it?
And the rest, probably.
Yeah. Doors, everything, you name it, it's been done on here. Yeah. So today, then, what are we on now?
Just a little pre-wine. What? No.
Have you had the measurements for them yet?
No, we haven't had them yet, no. So just waiting on
sent them in.
Just a little pre-winder, 13 threader. What's going out tomorrow, so that's why Mike is machining the threads for me.
Oh, so you can get through it quicker.
Get it done quicker,
and then we're on Thornton Manor.
They're not Thornton Manor, are they?
Oh, they're not. They're ours.
Ones for use.
Oh, yeah.
They're Abersock, is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so there's doors there that we're doing for Abersock.
So
which you seen Danny putting together?
So I've done one set. Just got one more to do.
When are you doing Thornton Manor ones then? After
well, it depends what other stairs I'm going to get ready. There's a few more sets on there, but he's talking about putting
okay,
Greg,
yeah.
Isn't he on there?
Yeah.
So see what he's like on it.
Yeah.
They all need finishing off first. Sanding the tops, bottoms and rebating.
Yeah, so you probably a little bit of hush there, but basically there's one person now that's left on the trials that we're doing for the new position in here, and they're going to task him with doing one of the doors on there. There's one more Saturday to do, isn't he? Which is this Saturday. So then we'll go from there.
See yous on Thursday, though.
Oh yeah. So we're coming in to have another final chat with him, which is looking good so far. As the motto goes, hire slow, fire fast. That's what we need to do. Which is going to lead us to something else as well, probably this week, unfortunately. But
here he is getting the threads out now.
There he is, look at that.
You're doing that right.
Do you know how to do that there, yeah? I was saying before, he's done them sashes down there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And they're half decent, you know.
I know they are, I've heard.
Yeah.
Much better than Devo, that's for sure. You all think he's great, but hey.
We were talking about the benches before, so before we started filming, I was saying to Richard about the benches and the fact that Ian on YouTube mentioned about he'd like to know how much the benches sort of have earned over the years, and I thought he'd give us a good little video there. We mentioned about filming Devo's one. He said Devo's
on a minus.
But we're going to hear off Devo in a minute and see what Devo's got to say. He'll tell you something else.
He'll tell you it's a completely different story, probably a lie. More than likely.
So hopefully Richard will do a little bit of POV for us on one of the doors for Abersock, and then they're ready to go and get sprayed, aren't they?
Yeah, but obviously we've got to put the panels in the bottom first, get the sill on, sill extension.
Oh yeah.
We've got to put a sash lock in that one. But yeah, and then the flush bolts are in that one. So
nice and neat though.
Yeah.
Good then. Really good. Nice sizes all the way around as well. Spacing.
All these well.
Let's go and see Devo's bench. Seeing you sending me the video of the
sea line. You know what, we were sitting, it was the first day, and she's sitting there like that, and I'm going, yeah, I know, and she just went, burst out laughing. I went, what? And she went, look at that. And she went, I'm going, wait for a second. It was like a board, and then it came up, and I went, oh, fucking hell, that looks like that with the sea line. And we were fucking howling.
Yeah, it got sent to me, and I was like, it does look a bit like me.
Yeah.
Like, but
no, then Lindsay started to bottle out of it at the end. She went, now you're looking at it, it doesn't look like him. I said, don't start bottling out of it, it does look like him.
Yeah. I was thinking, maybe you've been there to zoo or something. Yeah, it was an advert, wasn't it?
Just an advert outside the hotel, yeah. It was the very first day as well. I just watched the cup final, this Palace and Air City game, and then went, right, we had no sleep Friday night. Let's see Brian Adams after that. Because I said, you know, a gig before we go away, so we're like, I've got the tickets out, so we'll have to hear. I said, yeah, all right. So let's see Brian Adams, and we literally just walked out of there, went home, grabbed my suitcase, and then went to hers, and then went to John Lennon at 3 in the morning.
Did you having a pint in the airport still?
Yeah, I did, mate. I had 2, yeah.
You have to do it?
I have to, mate, yeah, it's the law, because you know you're an oldie then, you're drinking a fucking pint.
Doesn't matter what time it is?
No, it doesn't, mate. The earlier the better. It was like 3:30 in the morning, and you've got a pint of Stella.
Just brush your teeth and
then
straight into a pint.
Down you go, yeah. And you know you're an oldie then. Everyone else was drinking. I just thought, yeah, just embrace it. And we did.
Good though.
Yeah, it was brilliant oldie, mate. One of the best oldies I've ever had.
Good, that well
done. It really was. We just really enjoyed it, mate. The only thing was the weather. Well, the weather, we got 6 days of sun. It looked
sunny when on the video.
Yeah, it was. The last day, mate, on the Friday, it came down like fucking like biblical. It was just lashing down. So we ended up going into this cafe bar to get out of it. Next thing, fucking rain started to come through the roof. And fellas like that with silicone, we're sitting there having a cottage like that. No trying to silicone it, and I'm going, yeah, I said, you wait, and I didn't know, he was Lebanese, and I went, you're wasting your time there, mate. And he goes, like that, and I went, all right, just carry on, mate, like that. So I just want a cappuccino, and he's working away, like, and we were in there for a good hour, because I didn't want to go to use the toilet. Next thing, the heavens opened up, and there was just a black cloud floating over the top of the Benidorm.
Normally goes quite quick though, doesn't it? It comes and goes fast.
Oh, this one did, mate. This one hung around, you know. Yeah. It was loitering this rain. It would come down, and like I say, everyone just ended up piling in this bar, and they probably made up. No one was there, and then the next thing we're all in there. Yeah, I'll have a coffee, love, and I'll have a Greg's sausage roll, like, you know.
Right, so by that time, you couldn't have no more ale?
No, I didn't. I wasn't drinking, mate. No, my liver sent me a text in the morning saying, no more, like, you know.
The last day on holiday, you always think that's him done.
I hit the wall, mate, yeah. The Friday night, which was a good night, but obviously we were flying the next morning, and I was like that with me light pint going, well, I can't be out anymore. It was like a magnet, like I don't want to drink anymore, like, you know, and then the next thing you're ordering JD's, and it's like a vat of it, you know, and the girl was like, oh, it's the last of the bottle, you might as well have it, and it looked like a glass of cider. So I was just like that, you know, walking home, like, you know, walking absolutely, well, fairly pissed, like, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was good?
It was good, mate, yeah. It was a really good oldie, definitely, yeah.
Be looking for the next one now then, won't you?
October, yeah. We're going to go to the Canaries in October.
Good.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, so today, lad, what we're doing as well, someone said in the comments on YouTube, with 2 people mentioned it, someone says, taking a piss, then benches have seen some action, as they certainly have over the years, haven't they? What
do you mean by seeing action? Like, do you mean like...
Well,
that kind of action.
So you could do that with these,
oh, oh yeah, you could, yeah. And these are much more flexible, as you can see. You know, you can move around a bit. But
so then, Ian, who always comments, your number 1 fan, he said it'd be good to see how much these benches have earned over the years. So you think how long this bench has been here for?
Oh, paid for itself. Oh yeah. I mean, Mick wanted us to do it on the floor when we first started. All the ad was that trolley from BT. Oh, said that, cut that. Yeah, I mean, nicked that. And I had to do everything on the floor, like, you know, all the box sashes and everything. And then, you know, you're walking home like that. What's wrong with your back when I fucking me on the floor for 6 hours trying to do a sash? So I said, get some benches in.
So did you make these then? Because Richard said he got given his one.
Yeah, that one. I think we made this one, yeah. This one got made. No, obviously that one wasn't, like, but yeah, I think some of them, yeah, we just did. This was Jay's old bench, so we just, like, put legs on it, put sides on it, and next thing you've got a bench. Yeah.
So how much do you reckon your benches had on it over the years?
Oh, how much is it, what, mate?
How much work do you reckon's passed through your bench over
the years?
A lot,
mate. You're talking about at least 60 quid's worth of work since we started.
So I was saying to Richard before about it, so it was like about the value of each bench, and he went, well, mine and Danny's He's probably got a decent value to put Evos in the minus, he said.
Yeah, it is. He's not right, he's not wrong, mate. This kind of dips, this bench, like, because every time we put a door on it, it goes like that, the door's like that. And I go, what's wrong with that door? And I'm going, it's the corner, the corner, it needs jacking up.
Which he was claiming has got the most.
Most.
Yeah, he said, you know, I have to fix everyone's, he's saying. He's trying to claim it, he's trying to take the crown.
He's got no chance. Did you tell him he's got no chance? He's got to develop a personality, and that's where he struggles, you know. That's not how you do that, and not how you do this. I'm only messing Rich. Loosen up a bit, lad. You know.
So each bench, though, hasn't it, can tell some stories, can't it?
Yeah. And hopefully this one doesn't tell too many, you know, because, you know, I'll be in the Tesco now.
But this is how old do you reckon it is now?
This bench has got to be 28 years old, really. We've been here 28 years. It's got to be about 28 years old.
27 years, something, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Because we pretty much made it as soon as we got here, when we got off the thing, you know. But yeah, it's seen a lot of shit. There's like, you know, it's held up a lot of shit as well, like, you know, and I've hid a lot of shit as well, like, so.
Yeah. So today, what are you on there now?
What I've got now, I've got a door frame to make. So, you know, come home from Aldi rusty, and he gives me an arch door frame to make.
That's in your bag all day.
I have to think about it, you know. Yeah, it's pretty basic though. There's a door to go in here. You've got a door to make and a door frame. Obviously, it's always easy to make the door frame first. So when you make your door, you can just make it to the size that you need. So you haven't got to ease it. Give it like 6 milli clearance. Yeah,
it's a nice door though, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Inside.
Yeah, it's got panels here. I never made the doors. Obviously, that was made while I was away.
Yeah.
So I haven't really inspected that yet, but I'm sure it's okay.
So then you're going to knock that together then? Put the frame up?
Once I've got the frame together, once I've like cut my arch out of it, this is the head over here for it, which I haven't touched yet. I've been basically sorting with that, because every time I've tried to do something this morning, Mick's had to ring the fella, is it okay we do this, is it okay we do that, so it's been stop-start. But
so it's been bonded?
Now we've had a few answers, like, you know, this has been bonded, so eventually.
Why is it bonded doubled up that way this time then? Just because it's that thick?
Because that's the way
it's going to go that way?
Yeah, like so, that's 110 mil, same thickness as the styles.
Oh, yeah,
so eventually, obviously, that is going to be cut out like that, and obviously I'll just angle it to suit it.
So template first on a piece of MDF or something?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And then obviously set the spindle up there and run the arches around. It is heavy, like, you know. But yeah.
And then on that spindle, aren't we?
Yeah, I have to strip it down, put the roller bar on, and then just cut everything out of it.
Put that together and then put the door together?
That's it, yeah. But obviously this has got to go first, like.
We haven't done any doors like this for a while, have we?
No, it has been it's been a lot of windows.
On the doors there.
But like I say, I haven't even looked at the door yet. There's already been machined for me, so all I've got to do is, once I've got the door frame up, get me sizes, and then just bang it all together then, get this glued up, and then crack on with the door. That'll probably be sometime this afternoon.
Yeah.
Amazing pressing, isn't it, mate?
Great, isn't it?
Oh,
it's on for a week now, I think.
You know, I don't think this is going to last much longer, mate.
Washes off in the shower anyway.
What, mate?
Washes off in the shower.
I know, well, that's it. They took most of it off me on customs, mate, you know. You can. Said, Alicante, he said, hey, where'd you get that tan? Back there, mate. He said, no, you're not going through with that. She started white spraying me, like, you know. The Spaniards are like, they don't want us there, like, you're not taking our tans off us. But
you can have the ale.
Yeah. Oh, lager louts, wall-to-wall lager louts. Oh, God. You know, you go walking through a bar, like, yeah, this one looks nice, let's go in here. And they go, no, we'll probably go on the other one there. Yeah. So we ended up sitting in a tea room, like, you know, with a load of old women. So,
get your finger out.
Yeah, it's quiet here, yeah. Tea and scones. I said, no, stay off the lager, just tea and scones. We had no hangovers the next day, so we were made up with that, like, you know.
Get out, innit?
I like to be sensible when I go abroad, mate, you know. No, well, it's different with the lads, different, yeah, and we'll just leave that at that. Yeah. Not that anything bad happens, like, you know, but questionable stuff happens.
How come you've got like 3 radios under your bench there?
Because I was setting a gig up a few weeks ago. That's the amplifier. That's the other amplifier, but obviously it's a bit thingy now. We were gonna set the stage up. Yeah, that's it. Get the wooden tops in, but they never turned up, so we put all the amplifiers back.
Yeah, there's some stuff in there, you don't even know who's in there, do you?
No, honest to God, it's just a bit jam-packed, like, you know.
One of them kicker on.
Yeah, don't be videoing underneath there, mate. No, you're out of order, mate. Leave it. Leave it. No. There's that's my secret code, mate. Well, it was secret, it's not anymore. Like,
There's a few sills under there though as well.
You know, these telescopic legs, they need to, like, you know, they unfold, like, so they just sticks them right through there and they stick out the other side.
Proper precision there, cutting that out like.
Yeah, that is precision in it. That's one of them, isn't it? Just like a surgeon would, just fucking get through, you bastards.
And now, Danny's bench. See how easy it is. Hey, is that a treasure sure. Some maps in there, lads, isn't he? Yeah, so Danny's bench is another one. So this one, did you inherit it or did you build it?
Oh, I inherited this, yeah.
So Richard was telling us before, when he first started, you and him were together over here, weren't you?
Got separated,
Got
yeah.
separated, yeah. So I didn't know that.
It used to look like I was talking all the time too. But what it was, when any tool Richie finished with, he'd put on my bench.
Yeah.
So I was doing permanently cleaning the shite off my bench and that.
So then you split us up.
So we split us up, yeah.
So where was you on there?
No, where all the stairs and the doors are there. That middle bench there
Used
was
to be over
originally there, so we were next to each other.
Okay.
Because the spray booth was there, so there was no bench ever there, so we was over here.
Okay, yeah, crazy.
So he just said to me, right, you get in the corner.
Yeah.
Away from
Moved
everyone.
it.
Away from everyone, me.
So your bench then was already built for you, weren't it?
Yeah, yeah.
How many years are we talking now this? Usage for you? 20?
20 years easily, yeah.
Easy, isn't it?
Easily, yeah.
Additions for yours? Little shelf underneath?
Shelves, yeah.
Just so you can grab stuff
grab
out?
it, yeah. Rather than toolboxes.
Devo's got 3 radios underneath his.
Has he, yeah. Not one of them work a bit, yeah.
Said he's making a gig.
Yeah, he's bloody surprised. But yeah, that's all I've added to it, that. And that little thing at the end.
Oh yeah.
Mix our toolbox, that.
Yeah. So the Danny's benches was purely assembly, innit? Glazing, assembly. Whereas Devo's bench is more so the machine side, putting it together and then bringing it down here. Richard's side more a bit of assembly, but finishing side mainly.
Yeah.
Hanging.
Big stairs, a lot of stairs hanging. There's a lot of hanging on his, yeah.
And then we've got Craig's bench as well. So Craig's bench, what would you say Craig's
Craig
bench?
sees a lot of oak.
Oh yeah, he does.
A lot of oak, he finishes a lot of oak.
So he has quite some high valued stuff on there, doesn't he?
Craig does, yeah, know all the fancy doors and stuff.
Yeah. So a lot of time, he spends a lot of time on items on his bench, don't he?
Yeah, he's got a good eye for it, like.
So and then his bench got loads of milestones.
Yeah, he's added all kinds, and you think he was a house, he's had all extensions and stuff he's added to his.
He sleeps underneath it.
Yeah, well, you couldn't get under it. He's a hoarder.
There's so much
He's
stuff
a hoarder.
in it. Yeah, all his profiles in it.
Yeah.
Whereas yours is quite easy, Dan.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not on the jobs that long, I just get them,
out.
fix them, get them up, and then
Fixed them.
Craig gets some decent jobs on his life.
Yeah.
He does, especially oak ones and stuff.
Do you think then how many years it's been here for, all the benches and that? How many jobs have gone through it?
Yeah, they've earned some money for how bad they look. They've earned some money.
Yeah, because how many layers? What is that? There's just layers.
There's always layers and layers, because obviously it take you longer taking it off, so you just add on to that. There was more on top. I took 5 sheets off the other day.
That's what I'm saying. Give them a facelift, isn't it?
Yeah.
Put a new sheet on.
You've got to, yeah. So obviously it's getting drill holes through them, glue, everything. You can't always sand it.
Yeah.
You end up like a disco. Like that thin.
When we do the spray jobs, when you come back spray, we get the carpet out, don't we? The red carpet.
Yeah, you've got to.
It's all stacked up over there.
We'd all be sacked in a week if we didn't.
Yeah. So the MDF sheets have been wrapped in carpet, and then they come out then.
Yeah.
Roll the carpet out for the spray jobs.
Yeah, they get the special treatment.
Yeah. So yeah, so I was there on Craig's bench as well. Some good stuff getting pushed through his, as well as Danny's, and then Richard. So you've seen all the other ones now, and then we always have a bench in the middle, which is just, we need to decide what we're going to do with it, don't we?
Yeah.
Whether we clear it out and give it to another space for.
Yeah, clean it up.
If we start with when the start date is.
Just take them off. We can just put them aside, because whoever's on a decent beading job, we can just screw that to the bench rather than walking to and from.
Yeah. Yeah,
Makes
good
sense,
so we need to do it.
Yeah.
It's just a dumping ground now.
Well, yeah, it gets cleared. Well, Mick always gets pissed off, angry with it, like, because we just dump all our offcuts on there. But now I've had to create a bin with all our offcuts rather than getting sold off. But it's right though, it shouldn't be like that though, should it?
No, that's it, innit?
But when someone takes over, it won't be. But yeah,
so yeah, the story of the benches, I'm telling you.
They've earned some money. They've earned good sturdy benches. They don't look much.
Devo was saying when he first started, didn't even have a bench, he was working on the floor.
Yeah. How long was that? Was that about
28 years ago, innit?
Yeah, so I was here 20 years ago, I think I was. And I come in, I was 17. and I think there was another couple of more benches in here, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
There
Might
was
have
a
been
few
an extra
people.
one,
There
yeah.
was about 8 or 9 people in here when I first come.
Yeah. How'd you have space then back then?
We
Tight?
didn't really, it was tight. So a lot of it was just boxwork that was coming through.
Yeah.
So it was just getting them done. I think when I first came, I was painting for about 3 months solid. I looked like a painter. Everyone would say, when did you start painting?
It was all over you.
Yeah. That's what I said to Ralph. I said, when did you save your good top?
No, it's all over him.
I said that to him.
Everything, you know?
Honestly, I used to walk away from here like I was a painter and decorator.
And I'll be good when we do little painting in there, get suits on and that
nice
then.
clean, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was actually alright, that little room. With that little spray thing we had, but obviously it's created a lot more room, isn't it? Look, we can, in the area we're stacking things now, and we've got another bench.
Yeah. We'll make that into what we're going to do, aren't we? So.
Yeah, that'd be nice and easy. Keep the paintwork tidier as well.
That's it.
If Glenna or anyone comes in, you can go in there, can't you?
That's it, yeah. You can go in there, start painting again.
Yeah. I'll have a break.
Final bench, Mr. Craig. Yeah.
Well, that'll be glue as well there, just silver on the outside, and that's the rest of it.
Like a brush up all the fools.
Yeah, you've modified this to death, lad, haven't you?
Yeah, well, it's the small stuff to put on again, well, so you don't get a wet arse.
So over the years, how many years have you been here now?
About 26 years.
26 years, so you've had the same bench, have you?
No, when I first started, I had that one where Richie is now.
So you had Richard's one?
I had that for about a year. Then I used to have one here.
Yeah.
And then this used to be Tommy's bench, you know, when it was over here, when he used to do the stairs. Once he left, I took it, put it here out the way of there, so we had all that space, no for knocking up and stuff.
So how many jobs do you reckon you've had on here over the years? Loads? Thousands?
Yeah, good few on here now, since Tommy's left.
Oh yeah.
But it was that heavy, I had to use one of them jack things to lift it up and move it.
So Danny was
this one.
Danny was telling me about all your modifications and that you've done.
They're all shelf under there, they're on the end. All these here, blocked it all off at the back. Just there to see right through and all the stuff used to fall out.
So you've enclosed it all, haven't you? Because we were looking before, Craig has his bike there, it's always spotless in the corner. Every time you come in, there's dust and everything. Craig's bike is immaculate. He's now putting new tyres on. So the lads are ripping him saying, why have you done that? And he's made it into like an arm man's bike now. He's put stickers on it. He's putting new brakes on it.
Throw most of the new bikes have tyres that colour on them now.
Do they, yeah?
Yeah, most of the jump bikes and that have tyres that colour on them.
Tan?
Yeah, with the tan on like that.
So you're saying, because there's other tyres a little bit fatter, I reckon this one's going to go a bit quicker for him now. You can get about faster, can't you?
It still slows you down. There's nothing I can do about that. The motor only allows you to go so fast and it slows you down again, yeah. But I can get it unrestricted for 180 quid.
You're going to do it?
I'm thinking about the wire to do it.
Hey, the other week he come in, he was limping like that. And what's happened to him? He fucking fell off the bike, didn't he?
That's all gone now, all them.
Yeah. What, your injuries?
Yeah, but it's cramp. I've been suffering with cramp for over about 4 months now in both feet.
Yeah.
Just cramp up overnight and can't move in bed. I just can't relax in that. I don't know if it's from when I done my back in. My back went with that sciatica and it's done something to all my muscles.
Maybe, mate.
I just can't with that. Like they said, just put me down now, I think be over with it.
You can't. Got to keep going. Needs to get these doors done. Who else is going to do them?
I've only got this one and another one.
Oh, there's more than that to do, Craig. There's loads coming through.
So, them two there are the old ones, but they need going over now because they've been here that long.
They're the ones that were up for 4 years.
Yeah.
Great, that isn't it? Sat up there 4 years, back down again now.
I was looking at the video the other day, the building they're going in.
That's it.
Building that,
yeah. Thought of manner. So, someone mentioned in the comments actually about that, saying about actually keeping them up there, and as a company what it shows, that's just Mike that, and that's just like the little small details that he takes care of and does, and to have the minds to think we'll keep that because we're going to need that one day, you know, we should get it up there, and you know, it's a few quid, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't need much work doing to it, does it?
No, it's just
it was already sanded, weren't it?
Yeah, it's just got the other little like scratches and stuff on it, and just go over it with the pad sander, make sure there's nothing.
So we're getting stained, aren't they?
Yeah, they are getting stained, yeah.
You doing it?
No, I think they're going out.
Are they?
I'm not sure, you know.
Because Craig, on the finishing side, not many people say nothing, but Craig's really good on the finishing side. Like, getting it, where any doors or anything that comes on here, he's got the eye for it and the detail, and he takes the time and the effort into getting it right and fixing any small little implications that have come down, and it's not, you know, perfect. He'll get it perfect, one way or the other, and then he'll paint them as well, do everything on the finishing side of things. That's why his bench is probably the cleanest bench out of everyone's.
I've just done that now, ready for these, just so it doesn't, because I've been painting them and sorting them out. So yours,
so what everyone else does, they all just put a new sheet on, and then Craig sands this down. So you can see he's only got one sheet, or two, three.
They're the older ones, they've only got one on. They've been on for years, them ones.
So he's kept one, so which is good. But yeah, Craig's bench, again, another workhorse. So yeah, let's talk about the numbers. So it actually blew my mind, to be honest with you, when we started looking into this, and we've been very, very conservative on this in terms of what we said number wise. So just trying to get me notes. So as I say, the company's been going since 1997, so like 28 years in the making. And in the early days, I was asking Mike about numbers and stuff like that, and it's very hard to sort of work out what was it back then, but we sort of worked out that it was doing like 200k per year, the company turning over. And we said, you know, for an average of like 4 years, the first 4 years it was only doing that, which it wasn't. It actually did more than that quite quickly, which is why it grew into what the company it is today. So then obviously there's a couple of more benches in the factory, but being the 4 main benches, which is Richard's bench, it's Devo's bench, it's Danny's bench, and it's Craig's bench, albeit some of them have moved around a couple of times, but we based it on them 4 benches, because at the moment in the company, them 4 lads are our main 4 guys working and producing products for us to sell. So as I say, the top headline figure there for them 28 years is £16 million. So based on turnover up until now, at the moment the company is on track to turn over about 800k this year. Previous years it's done a little bit less than that. It's actually grown a little bit since we've done obviously a bit more marketing, YouTube stuff. Previous to that, before COVID hit, you know, Mike had that up to £1 million a year. So our numbers are very, very conservative. But as I say, before the people start firing into the comments, we made sure we were a bit conservative. So yeah, £16 million is what them benches have produced in 28 years. So that's basically nearly enough £4 million per bench that it's made. So there's been an argument between Devo and Richard there and Danny about whose bench makes the most money and whose bench is in negative equity. The lad's saying Devo's bench is in negative equity, and Devo's saying this is probably the main one. But it's hard to probably put a figure on each bench, but if you can imagine there, like obviously you can say and joke, and there's a couple of stories to be told about them benches, which the lads can probably go on and on and on about. But you think them little benches that you see sitting there have produced that amount of money, it just shows you what you need as a company. Like, here's another prime example. The flatbed van that we've just had wrapped, should have it back next week and we'll show a full reveal on that. That's 23 years old now, that van. Mike bought that brand new, kept it in good condition, serviced it every year. We've now wrapped it. We spent quite a few quid wrapping it, probably more money wrapping it than the van's actually worth. But we know what it's done. We know the mileage, we know the condition and stuff, and what work's been done to it, and it's been done properly. And we're going to run that van until it fails. It might fail next week after the wrap up, we don't know. But hopefully, you know, we'll get a couple more years out of it. But that goes to show you don't need something that's brand new there and then to run things and run a company. It's all about keeping that overhead down. And yeah, we could probably have big spanking benches for the lads to work off, but it wouldn't make a difference. The work's still exactly the same. They might look a bit nicer on the eye, but why do it? As I say, and them benches probably cost next to nothing to set up, and yet the work that they produce and what goes out the door, even now, and as I say, we're ramping up the order book, obviously with the help of YouTube and the marketing that we're doing, and it's only going to get bigger and stronger. So them benches have still got more years to come. Hopefully, you know, we get another 20 years out of them benches, we never know. But maybe in 20 years time we won't be working off benches, we'll be working off CNCs. We won't not even be in that factory, it might be knocked down, but we don't know. But as I say, from a numbers perspective there, that's how we worked it out. And as I say, we were very conservative. We split it down and worked it out that way. But from a balance effect, don't know, you tell me in the comments whose bench you think is probably the most value in terms of what it's made over the years. But yeah, it goes to show you them little benches there, how much money they make. Madness. So it was a little exciting episode that I'm happy with how it's turned out. The not so exciting this week over what's happened, so I don't know if people know by now anyway, but the parade was on the weekend. All the lads in here support Liverpool, myself included, and we're looking forward to it. Even though it was raining, it was a lovely day out. Went out with the family myself and got some photos, some memories to look back on in the years to come. But obviously not some memories for people who were involved in what was involved in. I'm not going to show no clips or not like that, but obviously it's big in the news and very unfortunate. And just, you know, there's like 1.5 million people in the city this week, and you know, it took one person to ruin it for everyone, which is sad, and I hope the people who were involved are all good. And obviously when we're filming this now, it's still fresh, and we don't know how people have turned out after, so hopefully no one is seriously injured and everything turns out okay and goes home safe. But yeah, as I say, lovely episode this week. I'm going to try and do more stuff like this. Dust on my throat. More stuff like this when it comes. If anyone's watching as well and you think, talk about that for me, bang it in the comments just like Ian did, because as I say, it sparked a light bulb for me that I thought I'm going to do that for you. So if anyone sees anything in the factory or wants to know anything about us, myself, the lads, send it in the comments and I'll speak to them, ask them, or if anything, I'll do a full episode about it so that you can see what it is. And I say, the little bench one there opened my eyes, blew my mind to the numbers involved about just them little workbenches there and what they've done. So yeah, but I'll say have a good weekend. Hopefully the rain is gone by the time you're watching this and it's back to what we had the past couple of weeks, because it's absolutely lashing down to do my head in. So have a lovely weekend. Thanks for watching. Please comment, a like, subscribe. Musty that then, that mic.